Emma hated mirrors. She couldn't explain why, but every time she looked into one, she felt watched. Like something behind the glass was waiting for her to make the wrong move. When she moved into her new apartment, she was relieved to see there were no mirrors in the bedroom. It was a small place, cozy, with just enough room for her bed, a desk, and a few shelves. The walls were bare, but Emma didn't mind. She liked the simplicity. But that changed on her second day. Her landlord came by, lugging a tall, antique mirror. "This belongs here," he said, almost insisting. "It's part of the apartment's charm." The mirror was old, its gilded frame chipped in places, but still intricate. The glass itself was warped and cloudy, as though it had aged with time. Emma didn't love it, but she didn't want to argue. She propped it against the bedroom wall and tried to ignore it. That evening, as she got ready for bed, she avoided looking at the mirror. Something about it made her stomach turn. She told herself she was being ridiculous. It was just a mirror. But as she lay in bed scrolling through her phone, she caught movement in her peripheral vision. Her heart skipped. She turned her head sharply toward the mirror. Nothing. Her reflection stared back at her, perfectly still. Emma let out a shaky laugh. "You're being paranoid," she muttered, turning back to her phone. But her hands were trembling. At 3 a.m., she woke up. It wasn't a noise that startled her awake. The room was silent. Too silent. No humming from the fridge. No distant cars outside. Just silence. She felt it before she saw it, a heavy, pressing sensation, like she wasn't alone. Emma turned her head toward the mirror. Her breath caught in her throat. Her reflection was standing. Emma was frozen. Her body was still lying in bed, but in the mirror, her reflection stood upright, staring at her. It tilted its head, slowly, unnaturally. And then, it smiled. Not a friendly smile. No. Its lips stretched too wide, its teeth too sharp. Emma's chest tightened, her body trembling under the covers. She couldn't move. She couldn't breathe. The reflection took a step forward. Emma screamed. She threw herself toward the lamp on her bedside table, fumbling for the switch. But when she flicked it on, the bulb sputtered and died. The room plunged into darkness. She could hear it now, the faint sound of glass cracking. Crack. Crack. It started as a tiny sound, like ice breaking under pressure. But it grew louder and louder, spreading across the surface of the mirror. And then, footsteps. Soft. Deliberate. They weren't coming from the hallway. They were coming from the mirror. Emma pressed herself against the headboard, her heart pounding so loudly she thought it might burst. The footsteps grew closer, heavier. And then, a voice. It was soft, almost a whisper, but it came from everywhere at once. "I've been waiting for you." Emma's scream was cut short. The next morning, the landlord came to check on her. The door was unlocked, but Emma was gone. The bedroom was eerily quiet. The mirror? It was gone, too. But on the wall, scratched into the plaster with jagged, uneven strokes, were the words. "She fits perfectly on the other side." For more content, like, subscribe our channel.